Hi guys, so today I'm going to answer sort of a few questions that I've been getting from girls regarding their training and nutrition, because I think quite a few girls are a little bit lost when they go to the gym for the first time, and they don't quite know what they're doing. So I'm just going to give a few little bits of advice, a little bit of help, just to sort of give you a bit of guidance in the gym, so you know where to begin and where to start off. So number one tip that I can give to girls is sort of start incorporating some weight training into your program. So I see a lot of girls, especially when as a gym instructor, that they would join a gym and they would use the whole time at the gym to basically do the movements that they know that are safe to them, which is perfectly understandable because you're going to do the things that you're confident with and that you know. So that's things like running, rowing and cycling. So a lot of girls' gym memberships are primarily used up within the cardio area. So I can understand why this happens, but if you really want to get that nice lean look that women are going for, you need to start incorporating some weight training within your training program. So basically, the way that I say to do this is just start learning the basics at first. Learn how to squat, learn how to deadlift, and learn how to start incorporating a few pressive movements. So it's maybe you may be thinking it's all well and good you telling us this, but we don't really have a clue what to do. So that's fair enough. Ask your gym instructor, ask your personal trainers that are there. That's what they're paid for. That's what they're there for. Sort of ask them, you want to start getting into weight training, you like to be shown the right technique and how to do things, and you'd like to start incorporating it into your training program. As you start to do this, as you start to lift weights, you'll start to notice that you start getting that nice lean defined look that you want, because obviously weight training will start to grow muscle tissue, and this is where you start getting that nice lean look that you want. So this brings me on to my next point. Do not be frightened of lifting heavy weights. Now I see a lot of girls in the gym will go for the lightest weights and they'll do 40 or 50 reps with it, not even be exerted or tired by the end of it. They've not used any substantial effort, and they'll put the weights back and they'll repeat this 3 or 4 times. Now, lifting heavy weights as a woman is not going to get you big and bulky. It's not going to happen. For that to happen, it would take many, many years of meticulous training and eating, completely dedicated to that effort, coupled with, in the majority of cases, anabolic steroids, because women do not have sufficient amounts of testosterone within their body unless you are some genetic goddess that there's very few of you out there. You are not going to grow substantial amounts of muscle tissue, so do not be frightened of that. All you're going to get is that nice lean look that you want. Which also brings me on to my next point, this toning thing. I hear the word toning being thrown around a lot. So women talk about that they want to be toned, they want to look toned. Now, toned, in most people who know what they're doing, eyes is just leaning out, so losing body fat and putting on muscle tissue, because the only thing a muscle can really do is either shrink or grow, undergo hypertrophy or atrophy away. So that's the only 2 things that it can really do. And that lean look is just a reduction in body fat, which is created through your training and mainly your diet. So if you are growing muscle tissue as a woman and you are losing body fat, this equals toned, nice lean look that you want. So diet, when I talk about diet, I think this is the biggest sort of worry. The biggest thing that holds most women up is the diet. See, most of the female clients that I've had in the past, their diet is just, quite frankly, worrying that they've managed to survive off what they eat. Most clients will come to me and they've been eating sort of maybe 300-400 calories twice a day, maybe 3 times a day, and then once they factor in their training, they're eating about 300 calories a day. Once they've removed the balance from the training, they're eating absolutely nothing, which is frightening. So one of the biggest things I can say to women is you need to eat more food. Don't be frightened of food. Food is not going to get you fat. Excess calories will get you fat. Loads of carbs is not going to get you fat. Loads of fat is not going to get you fat. Loads of protein is not going to get you fat. Excess calories is going to get you fat. That is the basis of it. You eat more calories than what you use. Your body will store it and or use it for muscle growth. It's as simple as that. So with your diet, this is the biggest tip that I can give to women. Try and incorporate fats. Yes, fat isn't going to get you fat. It's a common myth. Fat does not get you fat. Incorporate fats and proteins around the training periods, the periods where you're not training, sorry. So any periods, so when you're just eating during the day, when you're eating your normal meals outside the points where you're going to go into the gym, try and focus on having a nice clean amount of greens, have some protein, some lean protein sources like chicken, beef, turkey, etc., with a fat source, a good fat source. So examples of good fats are sort of almonds, cashews, fish, nut oils, things like that. And then the periods where you are training, so sort of an hour before you're training, during and after, try and incorporate the majority of your carbohydrates that you are going to eat during that day, during them periods, because your body will utilize them for that training period and to begin the recovery process and what you need to undergo. Your body will use them the most effectively. It's also when you're going to want to give your body the biggest raise in insulin, your biggest insulin spike, because you want all them nutrients to be uptaken when your body's crying out for them after your training period. So they're my 3 biggest tips, guys. I know they're nice and simple, but obviously if you want more advice, more help, then obviously just ask the questions. If you like these videos, like my Facebook page, JD Aesthetics, like my YouTube page, same again, and subscribe, and I will be adding more and more of these videos. I'll be talking about my training, my clients' training. I'll show you female clients' training, male clients' training, how they eat, how I eat, and you'll get a really good insight into what we do on a daily basis to sort of change our performance in all areas, from bodybuilding to running to rowing. I've got a variety of clients, so you really get a good understanding of what I do with my clients. So have a great day, guys.